Welcome to another video. My name is Emma Darlene. I am a professional performer. A lot of my experience is with the Disney company, but I also lived in New York and pursued professional performing, Broadway auditions. Today in this video, we are going to get into your questions that you asked about performing. I'm so excited to talk about these things. I'm really passionate about sharing what I know and my experience so that I can help you in your journey. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, and comment if you hear something that you like, something that you agree with, or if you've got a question about anything. I would love to hear from you. Let's begin. Illy asks, best advice for audition nerves? I'm always rock solid in my lessons and at home, but as soon as I walk into the audition room, the nerves turn up every time. I feel you, Illy. For one thing, expect for nerves to happen. The physical sensation of nervousness is the exact same thing as feeling excited. Trick your brain into thinking, I'm really excited right now, aren't I? Wow, I have all this energy. I'm so excited to audition. I love auditioning. Prepare as much as you can beforehand. You're often picking out the material. You know what you're about to sing. Hopefully you've sung it before. Go into that having the muscle memory already built, having done a full vocal warm-up, whatever you need to do to feel good. So that way when you step in the room, you know exactly what's going to happen. You get to live in the moment, have fun, but vocally you know exactly what's coming out of there. I used to go into all these auditions being like, I'm winging it. That was more so in my Disney career. Honestly, I would go into these vocal auditions being like, I've never sung this with the piano before. Sometimes it went well, sometimes it didn't. If I'm really nervous for an audition or a performance, I will strike a power pose. My mom actually taught me this. So what that is, you spread your feet hip width apart, you put your hands on your hips, either in fists or open hand, it doesn't need to get technical. Put your shoulders back, chin up, and then you say some things to yourself. I normally liked to do this in a mirror, and I would look at myself and I'd verbally say out loud, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I'm good at this. This is going to go really well. They're really going to like me. Also, take deep breaths because ultimately your goal is to prepare, show up, and have fun. As long as you do those three things, even if the audition doesn't go your way, at least you're prepared, you've shown up, and you're having fun. Having fun is still within your control. There are some times in auditions where you're like, I'm really not having fun, but just see what you can find that's positive about it. Keep that with you, leave the rest of it at the door. Auditions shouldn't feel personal. You just go in, you do your best, and you leave. They're lucky that they got to see you. I always used to say to my mom on the phone, I'd be walking on the streets of New York in woes about my career, and I'm just like, man, these people don't even know. Like, they could be snatching me up right now. I'm available. There will be a time when I'm not so available anymore and everyone wants me. I'm still waiting for that time, but what a nice thought. And that really did boost my confidence. Mary Catherine asks, what are some best survival jobs living in NYC? Find a job that has a really good perk. For example, healthcare, you get free facials, tickets to the movies. I would also suggest being really upfront about being an auditioning performer where you might need occasional time off. So my survival jobs in New York City, the first thing I did when I moved to New York, I worked at Apple at the Genius Bar as a technical specialist. How I got that job, I don't really know. I think from my Disney experience where I was able to take anything that someone would say to me and spin it back and also make it positive. And so they were like, she's going to be great delivering bad news to really frustrated customers. That job had wonderful perks. It paid really well. They paid for my subway pass every month. Very flexible schedule, which worked well for me. I guess I was good at my job, but also I hated it. I loved the people I worked with. I loved working with Apple. Customers sucked the life out of me. They were so mean to me. And that's just part of customer service. I learned, and you will see as I continue with my survival job stories, customer service is not for me. I moved on to being a host at a restaurant that was around the corner from me on the Upper West Side. The perks of working in a restaurant: free food, pretty short shifts. I really only worked the evenings. Pay was not a lot. I got to dress up really cute, which was a fun creative expression for me. Again, customers did not enjoy interacting with. I then moved on to being a server, which would pay more, at a burger bar on the Upper East Side. This is when I was like, all right, I just think I don't like customers. I thought I'd be a great server because I was like, I'm so good at interacting with people and they're going to love me. And people thought I was fine, but I hated it. I would serve 13-year-olds that wouldn't tip. No, 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 no. this ain't it. While I was working at that burger bar, I was reached out to about an opportunity with Showstopper dance competition, which I grew up dancing, not competitively though. I had no idea what Showstopper was. I was invited to teach at their convention. They wanted me to teach acting and voice. And I was like, what? Me? It was amazing. And it still is amazing. It's one of my favorite jobs I've ever had. I love teaching, which led into working with Showstopper during the competition season. Working for a dance competition could be a great job for a lot of you guys because it's within our wheelhouse of like performing. It helps me save up money for the rest of the year to not have to like hustle so hard. My other survival job that I still do, that I started doing actually before I received my first Showstopper opportunity, I'm an audition and I'm a vocal coach. I don't know why I said that so weird. I'm an audition and vocal coach. I'm obsessed with it. Aside from performing, it's my favorite thing I've ever done. There's really no downside to it at all. If you're looking for an audition or a vocal coach, my website is in the description if you would like to book a session with me or just get more information. Would love to work with you. Holly asks, what was your fave and least fave survival job in NYC? My favorite was Showstopper. My least favorite was probably the burger bar. Who is Brent Saunders asks, what are 5 or more skills in voice, dance, and acting that you think is absolutely necessary to learn before I graduate so it sets me up for success to get into the industry professionally? I thought of 5 categories that I think are really important to not just finding success in the performing industry, but thriving and maintaining yourself in the performing industry. All right, number 1, I've got mindset. Here are some thoughts for you. Rejection has nothing to do with me, and booking the job has everything to do with me. I know that I'm great, and I'm just waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. Comparison is a really huge thing. It's a really good practice also to be happy for people that are booking roles or doing things that you wish you were doing. Just practice, even if you're just seeing it on social media, to yourself being like, good for them. Even if you're feeling all of those jealous rage feelings inside, which happen to all of us, by the way, that little green monster lives in us. I just pat her on the head and I say, I hear you. I know. You and I, we're doing the best we can, but they're doing something great. And won't it feel so good when we have that? Yeah, it will. So we're happy for them. I want everyone to experience that, and we'll get there too. Number 2, preparation. The more you prepare, the better you feel. Find the right teachers for you. Every teacher comes with different strengths. I recommend having a collection of teachers. Practice. If you only practice before you go to an audition, it's probably not enough. Number 3, networking. I will say, and this is a little bit of a hot take, something I did that helped me was I paid to play. There are classes you can take with certain people. You're paying to get in front of them and be seen. Where you might be able to do that in an audition, but a lot of the times when you're in a class like this, they work with you. It's not just you sing your song, you go sit down. You sing your song, they give you feedback, you sing another song, they see how you work, they see what they like about you, they just have more time with you. It's only worth it if you know you are right for that character or that show that person is casting or has an influence over. You know what I mean? I was very fortunate where I could take some of those opportunities and open doors for me. A different way to do that is just keep track of who you're auditioning for, casting things that you want to be in, and just go to all those auditions that they're hosting. Number 4, mental health. Have a game plan for how you're gonna get through. Find friends that are in the industry and find friends that are outside of it. Have a community that will support you and uphold you and love you in those times when you're like really down and out about it. Because I guarantee you, every one of us that you find that is a performer that you want to befriend will have a story of woe to commiserate with you. Remember that health comes first, and take it easy on yourself. Try different things. If you can go at the speed of light and do 8 auditions a week, do it. Rack up those numbers, of course. But if you can't, that's okay. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Your story is going to look different than everyone else's. Expect that right now. Something I didn't realize until I left New York. For like normal people, it takes people about 10 years to get into the industry, to start seeing that like, okay, the wheels are turning. People know me. People like me. I'm being called in for things. And it might be shorter than that. And that's awesome. But it might not. And that's okay too. Just know that that's like the norm. And the last one, a little more practical. Number 5, know how to make a good self-tape. Always have a moment before. Be in the scene beforehand, acting before you start saying your lines. Have a professional setup. Have a backdrop. have nice lighting, have a tripod. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get creative. This is just for people that are trying to pursue this as a full-time career. You need to have a professional setup. For my musical theater people, learn how to tone down your acting choices for self-tapes. Okay, last question, and this is a very good one I'm passionate about. Callie asks, how do you handle criticism? I want to participate in a showcase, but I'm worried about how to handle the feedback I receive. I know it's part of the job, but it's hard to not let it take a toll on you. I'll address criticism itself and also critiques. Think of critiques as always a good thing, stepping stones towards making you better. They should never be personal. One of my superpowers as a performer is the ability to take a note. And it sounds simple, but I watch a lot of performers that do not know how to do that. Be a performer that can accept a note and also implement it. So the proper way to accept a note, just say thank you. You don't need to go into a whole rant about I did this and I'm so sorry. And like, you're not in trouble. So the other side of that is implementing a note. Ultimately, do something different than what you did before, especially in auditions. One time I got a note because I slipped and fell during a show. I was actually in Grinchmas at Universal Studios. The only note for the entire cast was, Emma, don't fall. But I took it and I never fell again. Here's my spiel on criticism. Different than critiques, criticism is negative feedback that's not necessarily meant to uplift you or make you better. Criticism can sound like,
That was bad. I don't like that. You're not good.
if you are getting that consistently, you need to figure out, where is that coming from? Is it always coming from the same teacher? Is it always coming from the same director? Is it coming from one of your friends or peers or a family member, a parent? If it's coming from someone that you work with or that you are choosing to work with, and it's to the point that it's like inappropriate, don't work with them. Your mental sanity is worth more than you having to deal with someone who doesn't understand how to give proper feedback to their performers. That's irresponsible of them. If it is a family member, like a parent, maybe they fall into the critique category, maybe they fall into criticism category. They're not a professional trying to help you better your career. They're just there as like a sounding board. You get to set the tone for the feedback that you are given. I do this with my parents, actually. I love to sing songs for them and be like, what do you think? If I only want positive feedback, I will say, please only give me positive feedback. You're allowed to set that boundary, and it's so helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have any other questions or any requests that you'd like to see. I sing songs. I talk about my performing experience at Disney in New York. If you want me to clarify anything, please just leave a comment below. Like I said earlier, I am an audition and a vocal coach. I coach virtually, so no matter where you are all around the world, we can work together. If you're interested in furthering your performing career, learning how to sing just for fun, or performing for Disney, that's one of my specialties too. I would love to work with you. All of that information is in the description below. Well, until next time, ta-ta.